So many teams trying to position themselves to get one of these top picks this year. Why does it seem like not only is the tanking more aggressive, but so much earlier in the season too?
Because I'm not saying the talent, but the college basketball product is better than the NBA product right now. And I firmly believe that because each night in college basketball, you're having top 15 matchups, and the best players are actually playing in the games, and they're competing each and every night. Now, here's a number that everybody needs to recognize at home. The number is 13. 13. It's a historic number. When I go through the NBA draft coming up in June in 2026, I have 13 true freshmen who will be the first 13 picks of the NBA draft.
Wow.
You will hear a lot of names like A.J. DeBonsa or Darren Peterson or Cameron Boozer, but there are names at 7, 8, 9, 10 that are types of transcendent players that will transform an NBA team. So when you see all these NBA teams tanking, it's because the true amount of talent, the depth of the freshman class is maybe the best it's ever been in the history of college basketball. Now, I'm not saying they're going to have talents like LeBron James, maybe the best, but I think you're going to have guys like A.J. DeBonsa could be a perennial all-star. Darren Peterson could be a perennial all-star.
Any ways we could try to combat the tanking? Do you have one or two ideas for what we could do in an effort to kind of maybe curtail some of this?
I think you have to devalue the bottom, right? So I think so many teams are incentivized, and I think that's where you have to kind of give better credence towards maybe the middle. So if you are mathematically eliminated, right? I think we have to reward those teams that come in 9th, 10th, 11th position instead of the teams at the bottom. Like the middle has to become stronger, and they should be incentivized to get more ping pong balls in the bucket to add to the probability.
It's like, man, blah, blah, blah. Jay Will, my dog in real life, and boy, he actually went to class at Duke. You can hear it. God dang. Jesus. Devalue the bottom. Ain't he preaching to the choir right here? Because once you get down there, I mean, it's the same thing happened with our government and our world, especially our community, if you want to go there. All communities, but black community, especially when you talk about, oh, you're not doing so well? Well, you lean on this government, we got you. In this welfare state that was created in what, the 60s? Late 50s, 60s? It's real. I grew up on welfare, and I swear there was many a days I was like, Mama. This is before she was working at the post office. I was like, Mama, come on, y'all. Y'all can do more. Nah, we good. We would get that check. We get a check on the 1st and the 15th. We get our food stamps on the 3rd. It felt fresh. Then about the 23rd hit of every month. 23rd through the 31st was hell to pay. Then that first come, boom. I see it. United States Treasury, I think he used to say. We used to get that check. It was like $400, $300 something. Get it twice a month. Eating. Then we get them food stamps. I think it was like $300 of food stamps. $1,100. Or go work and get $1,100. It's like, Jesus. The incentives, man, when you struggling, they can't be too fresh, right? You got to make it, that's discipline with kids. When they mess up, they're going to have to feel it. When they say spare the rod, spare the child, you better discipline that sucker. If not, when it's hell to pay and they don't have to pay for it, when they get in the real world and they see some hell, they're going to think it's all good. They might even mistake it for heaven. Oh, this is great. Ain't no consequences for this. Got a problem. Got some kind of problem here. So we got to be very careful. Everybody talking about the value of this. Let's talk about it.
I look at last year's #1 overall pick in Cooper Flagg. If I was to put him on that list, he would be 6th.
You will put Cooper Flagg behind all 5 of those.
Behind all 5 of them.
Koa Pete, Peterson, Caleb Wilson, everybody.
Just from a skill set and also elevation level of where they can get to, I personally think Caleb Wilson, he's going to take a humongous jump at the pro level. I think he's going to be
such a good
star.
pro game.
Yeah, such a good pro game. But I just think that this freshman class, and you contribute everybody from last year, those guys will still be at the top of the list.
Mash.
I thought Cooper Flagg has some holes in his game.
All right, Bash, but one of the things you have the advantage of is you're looking at Cooper Flagg right now and how he's come on in the NBA, and yet you're still.
He just had 49 points.
Do you see Caleb Wilson having 40-something points in the NBA next year?
One thing I will say about the
years down the road.
One thing I will say, I see Darren Peterson having 40 at some point in his rookie year, AJ having 40. But over the long term, Caleb Wilson, in my opinion, is a piece that could be built around for a championship caliber team.
Blah, blah, blah. Sounded like a hot take when he first said it, but then you couple it with what Jay Will was saying, and you really look into college basketball and you start to understand we got a special thing going on right now. It's special times out here. Right. Oh, and I got to correct. I think spare the rod, spoil the child. I think I said spare twice. Get in my Bible. I got to get back in my Bible. Love to you guys for always correcting me because I'm not always right. I'm really, really not always right. So get that thing going. Let's get this thing going. What are we talking about here? They ain't all that's good. Yeah. This is the beauty. Like, Max Kellerman recently was on the podcast with Rich Paul. He was like, dog, I can't believe, like, when I came back, how easy sports media is. He probably didn't say the word easy. He was like, the show does itself. There's so much to talk about. He ain't lying. The same conversation where we talk about all these freshmen are amazing. Oh, my God, there's guys in there better than Cooper Flagg. I say the first 5. Then you hear stuff like this.
I don't even get why teams tanking right now.
Why?
Tanking for what?
For who?
For who?
AJ DeBanson.
AJ DeBanson is not for stop. Hold on.
Why are you yelling at us?
Not because that shit pisses me off.
I can see.
AJ DeBanson is not fucking like that, bro.
He is
he is not a. You tank and go to the extent of getting fined the way that teams are tanking. Make no mistake about it, bro. I believe that this is one of the best freshman classes that we've ever seen. I think this is going to be one of the best drafts that we've ever seen. Is it full of franchise guys? Yes, that you can start to build around and see what happens. Do they have a generational talent in this draft? Fuck no. AJ DeBanson is not doing anything different than what Brandon Miller was doing when he was at Alabama. He's the same fucking player.
Which is a great player.
No.
Hey, you take Brandon Miller. Good job. Yeah, job well done. You got Brandon Miller.
Diet is concerning.
He's 12 years old. Shot diet, he's 12.
Look,
I learned those things.
Listen, I love Brandon Miller, but what I'm saying is teams are actually going to the extent of tanking as if it's a Wemby in the draft or a LeBron in the draft or even to the extent of Cooper Flagg. Like, we still don't even know who's the clear-cut number 1. So my thing is that I wouldn't be going through all this. Yes, you have some guys that you could hope you build a franchise around, but it's not a generational talent.
Wait, to your point,
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, he said that strong. I'm not here to disagree with what Perk is saying. I am here to say that we got to be careful because a lot of times we forget if you were in their shoes, right? So a lot of times people talk about what they ain't gonna do and what they wouldn't deal with or what I'm not gonna eat that, but you ain't that hungry. Well, I tell y'all, before my daddy checked me when I walked in that kitchen, I was like 8 years old, whatever it was, and I said, Daddy, ain't nothing to eat in here. He looked at me. He said, boy, do you want something to eat or are you hungry? There's a big difference. If you just want something to eat, nothing matches, right? Nothing goes together. You walk out of there complaining. If you're hungry, you're going to have a peanut butter and hamburger sandwich. We got some ground beef, and we got peanut butter, but we ain't got no bread. Let's eat. See what I'm saying? So these teams, we all acting like, oh, why are you doing all that to do this? Because they hungry. You talk like, yo, we kind of got a little here and there. We got a little few pieces. You ever talk to somebody in the end, they conversation like, that. They got that going on. And that's why they like, yo, don't be telling me what we doing and what we not doing. You ain't hungry like us. Oof.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill. It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too. It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verse.
hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.